Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on Pranama Beauty. Now if you're a long time viewer of my channel, even just new, you might think, what's going on about teeth fillings? I'll actually put a link down below to the original video that I did years ago and the request. So it's actually my most watched video and also my most requested video to do an update on all the sort of work that I've had done on my teeth. So thank you to everyone that's been chasing me up all these years and those people that have even just recently requested an update in that. I just wanted to do a little vlog just to let you know where I am with all that sort of stuff, and that I am actually going back in a few weeks, and I want to try and get maybe some photos or some more details that I actually can do a proper update. So this is just to let you know what's happening. I have had it on my mind for quite a while now to do, and I've had a few different, I suppose, things done to my teeth since that last. But anyway, just to let you know just a little bit of backstory, I've had quite a few different things done to my teeth. I've never had really any significant work done to my front teeth or anything like that. I've been very lucky that way. But I have naturally, I'll get up close, as you can see, very quite large teeth. My top teeth, I'm not a smoker, I haven't had any other sort of staining to my teeth, but the top ones here are a little bit wider because I have done sort of different treatments to my teeth to widen them at home, you know, at home treatments, which I'll link down below. I did some stuff on my blog as well if you're sort of interested in reading on that one. That's down there. My bottom teeth, not so much I've done there. As you can, I don't know if you can tell on this camera, there's a little bit more, I suppose, stain in that. And what I normally do is every year I go for a checkup and also a cleaning at the same time, and that's pretty much where they'll just obviously clean up any sort of build up on your teeth that you might not be able to get I suppose naturally. What I do at home is obviously brush my teeth twice a day, maybe 3 times a day if I've got anything going on there. I also floss, but I was told because I have quite large gaps, and you can see in between my teeth, that I need to use, I'll put the name, I can't quite remember, I'll put the name up here somewhere in down in the video, the special type of brushes that you can buy. You might have seen them in pharmacies and stuff like that. They're like little spoolie brushes is the best way I can describe it. But there's different sizes that you can get as well, depending on where you're doing them in your teeth, to sort of clean in there properly. But they're also there to help massage your gums. A lot of people, maybe incorrectly or correctly, it just depends on what your dentist recommends, cleaning your teeth. Now, what I used to do is like this, like up and down really violently, and I used to use like a medium or hard brush, but I'll try and get up here. You can see my gums are actually quite high now. That was because I suppose brush them with the wrong type of brush. Now what I mean by that is my dentists over the years have told me I should be using a soft to medium brush, and it's really in how I brush my teeth. So what I should be doing is doing like a round action like this, and obviously using something like a mouthwash if you want as well, but just sort of round brushing like that. And then what I do to massage your gums is you flick up. So you go around like that with your brush and then flick up. And what that does is it help massages your gum, keep them healthy and obviously clean, but it also that round action that you're doing on your actual teeth sort of helps get sort of around properly, and try not to wear down your enamel, which is why they say you use a soft to medium brush or a soft brush. As well. And it's really just the fact that you're cleaning your teeth regularly, maybe rinsing after you eat, maybe just having gum or something after you eat. Obviously not your sweet sugary gums, just a nice dental recommended gum to help get off all that extra food in between your regular brushing and that. So that's sort of how I've been trying to do it, to keep them healthy, because they are quite large. I also have quite, okay guys, anyone that doesn't want to see fillings, click off now, because this is like I have actually quite large molars in my teeth, and they're actually quite naturally deep crevices. So people have different types of teeth as well, but because mine are quite large, quite large, and they're very deep, I am prone to get damage to it, meaning that because the cracks are so deep, if I'm not cleaning them properly or regularly, or I'm more prone to get, I don't know what word it is, sort of damage to in those very deep crevices. So I have had a few different fillings at both sides and sort of down here, but over the time I had I think it was those magnesium, those silver looking ones when I was a child, and as I've gotten older they've naturally just worn out and broken down in that, and I've got those natural coloured ones. So the ones, okay, here we go again guys, okay, yeah. There's two there. You can't really see it, which is the whole point. They're actually the colour of my teeth, so naturally. I'll put the different names here of what ones you can get. You can get porcelain ones, you can get, I can't remember off the top of my head, different types. And what I'll do when I do that vlog or update in a few weeks, I'll put all that detail there. Might even be in another month once I've got all my information there and some photos done. But yeah, but they are obviously more expensive. I mean, I don't really know many places that now offer the magnesium ones, because there's lots of different theories on what it can do to you and all that, but normally it's more the natural coloured ones, and it just looks better. Obviously when you're yawning, opening your mouth or whatever, you're not getting that whole ugly, that you know, kick of grey metallic looking stuff on your teeth. So yeah, they're all quite natural, and I haven't had any sort of chips along here, so I don't know much about all that sort of work that you can get, but I have had a tooth removed, and again, I'm going to do a close-up, guys, so I'm sorry. Right there, I've had a tooth removed down there. That was a more recent thing that I had done, and that was a hard decision. It's not an easy thing to have a tooth removed, but the fact that nothing else done. So I had a choice, obviously, to try and repair it. It was that much sort of damage, because I had an old magnesium one in there. I had it replaced with another filling. Sometimes it just doesn't take, or it just breaks down. The tooth was so far damaged that when they've sort of repaired it over the years, it's just sort of broke off. So I had an option to either try and repair it again at the cost of thousands of dollars, and it might not work, or hundreds to $1,000. And that may not have worked again, so I was like, or I could have had it completely taken out, and then what they do is they screw in a tooth. So pretty much after a while they'll screw in an attachment and then put a mold or a tooth on it to sort of replace it, an artificial tooth. I didn't really want that, because that was a lot of money. That was pretty much a lot of money, and I thought because it's sort of down there, you don't really see it unless I'm doing something like what I'm doing now. So I thought, I got it removed, and pretty much that can cost me, I think, with the anesthetic, the general anesthetic, and the other treatments and stuff, probably maybe $150 altogether. And obviously you can get it cheaper depending on what you're doing, or dearer. Then I had mine pretty much 90% of it covered by my health insurance, so it sort of worked out, it was fine. But if you are going down that option, it's really something, if you just cannot afford maybe any other thing. They said maybe later on I could get something in there. It's not like that's it now, it's ruined, I can't get anything replaced in there. That is another option maybe down the track, but for now it's been fine. It's just the fact that the healing process can take quite a few weeks to do, and you just got to be careful not to sort of, best way as I can put it, get it infected like that. So it was just a little bit iffy that around it was healing, but after a few weeks it was fine, and it hasn't really given me any issues since then. So that was an option that I took. But that's pretty much sort of the update I can do for now to let you know. But like I said, I have had a root canal. Oh, that's right, I also had a cap replaced at the back. I forget which side, I'll let you know later. But I have had the root canal, and I had to have that cap replaced. So you can spend thousands of dollars getting a root canal. You can get it done in one day, a couple of days, or you get the root canal and then get the cap later on, or the crown later on. You can get the root canal, get a temporary cap. I had a temporary cap, waited too long, got a cap on it, that sort of fell apart, and then I had to get another one. So that can go from hundreds to thousands of dollars, and time and pain, sort of get that done. But it was my main chewing tooth at the back, so I decided to get it done at that time. So it was fine. It cost me about $500, unfortunately, to get it repaired. It was that sort of damage. But because I had that one removed, I thought I can't have all of my molars or my chewing teeth removed. So that was another thing that I did as well. But hopefully I'll let you know all those other details. And another good thing to do is when you are going every year or two, just depends what they recommend, to get a clean and a checkup. I recommend doing those together. Is sometimes they can do an x-ray as well. Anything, maybe little niggling that you're getting done. I think for me it costs anywhere between $50 to $70, but you can get, depending on your insurance or what country you're in or whatever, you can get a lot of it covered. Fortunately for me, I can. And I get an x-ray just so they can sort of see anything that you can't sort of really see in detail. So they get that x-ray done, and they get it done there, the place that I do. They'll put a little clamp or pad in there. They've got it, it's just focused on your face there. If you've never got an x-ray done, they'll do it like that, and you've got your teeth clenched like that, and they'll put a little pad over you, to sort of, I suppose, protect you from the x-ray or whatever you want to call it. But they do ask, are you pregnant, etc. like that. And it's like a couple of seconds. They'll do the photo, they'll go and get it done, they'll come in and have a look. Anyway, so that's pretty much all I can update for the time being. I'm sorry if anyone's shocked by my teeth and that, and I can't give you any more sort of detail on my teeth, but that is pretty much it. And they are fairly white, I suppose. I tried those treatments a little while ago. I haven't really done too much from then, and I just have, I think Colgate, it's just a normal toothpaste that I've done. When I spoke to my dentist, it does not really matter on what type of toothpaste that you use, as long as you're just doing it regularly. And you're sort of rinsing in between sort of meals, maybe you're using a proper floss or whatever is suitable for your teeth type as well to do, and you massage your teeth as well when you brush as well. So that's pretty much for me. Like I said, I use soft toothbrushes, and again, check with your dentist what they sort of recommend as well. But because my enamel's sort of quite worn down, because just years of really attacking my teeth, you know, and my poor gums. So yeah, so I try and massage them now and use those nice sort of little brushes as well when I'm doing flossing and that. And you can get those little ones that have the floss on one end, the little, I suppose, picks or combs that you have as well. You just got to be careful not to stab yourself. So I probably recommend going the brush, because it sort of massages your tooth and is a little bit more gentle. Again though, if you do find your gums start to bleed when you're doing that, maybe go and get your gums checked out, like you don't have gingivitis or something like that. So anyway, I ramble on now for too long now for an update. Anyway, I'll do that again, probably like I said, a couple of weeks to a month, just depending when I get that checkup done and the photos and all that more detail for you out there. So again, that's coming. Thanks for all the requests, and take care.